CNBC TV 18 Weekender, powered by F6 FinServe, only on CNBC TV 18.
Welcome back. You're still tuned into the Weekender on CNBC TV 18, and I'm Ekta Batra in conversation with Dr. Velumani of Thyrocare. Mr. Velumani, hello. One of the things which really got investors excited about the IPO was your 40% margin. Do you think you can sustain it?
Ever since I knew the spelling of EBITDA and its meaning, it has been 40%. So last 10 years, 42 plus or minus 2%. I think this industry has a potential for me to enhance it 1 or 2% more and sustain it. So this EBITDA is certainly not a shock in this industry, but it is too good to believe for investors. And since I have a last 5 years numbers very much supporting it, and people believe that it is actually a number, otherwise people would have doubted it.
But you're planning to set up around 4 more regional processing labs. So in that context, is it not going to be margin dilutive?
Now if you look at it in this business, the Capex is too little. So if I have a cash in hand and if I put Capex in place, why should margins get diluted? Because instead of machine working in this floor, it will be working in another floor in another city. So we don't take that as truly a cost center.
Do you think that maybe you would have room to cut prices further in order to possibly fuel up growth?
I think the pricing aspect, I have done literally speaking the best possible. Having some more room to still reduce the price, but why I wouldn't be touching that if my growth is in order. So if by any chance growth is going to be challenged, which also is potentially possible if the competition is around. I think recently I made a price reduction just 30 months back. That was by compulsion, and the growth rates had gone down to less than 20%, which is an industry growth. As an industry leader, you need to have at least 5-7% than the industry so that you can feel that you are doing better. So when it came down to the industry growth, I felt that I should do some price correction. And in fact, in the boardroom, my other directors did not buy my theory. When I said if you reduce the price, your profit will go up. And they finally agreed to my, I would call as a dictatorship. And literally speaking, they were only hoping that Velumani is right. And to their surprise, to the surprise of the entire industry, even to my surprise, the profits have gone up after price reduction. Now what does that mean? If I need some more, I can do it again. So this industry, fortunately, has elasticity and profitability. So when you reduce the rate, the volumes go up. Once the volume go up, your profitability goes up. So I think there is enough room for even others to do it, but then no one will do it until otherwise there is a compulsion. And I wouldn't be doing it just for the heck of it.
Point of care testing. I can go to a doctor, get my blood tested with just one pinprick. So I won't need any test. I won't need a diagnostic lab.
You must keep in your mind there are 5,000 tests in the menu of a pathology laboratory. And the finger prick only gives one test, that is blood sugar. I don't think that truly is a concern, because only the bulk of the test move to POCT, laboratories have to sit and worry about. I have no reason to believe this POCT will truly trouble the organized laboratories business. It has not happened last 20 years, and I don't think next 20 years you would truly see that anyway significantly affecting the core laboratory business.
You mentioned risks, and one of the things that stood out is, even in the analyst meet that Thyrocare had, is that some of your tests are not accepted, or your tests are not accepted by some hospitals as well as maybe some other doctors, etc. How do you deal with it, and why is it not accepted?
This is a past tense. Yeah, when I came inside, I charged very little. So people felt that in this small rate test is not possible. And of course, I charged less, so all those guys who were doing their own testing had no other defense. And then you will find somebody liking Rahul Gandhi, somebody liking Modi, somebody liking Arvind Kejriwal. There is nothing there in this business. Somebody is good and somebody is bad. There are fan following for each brand. I think I have managed this business in first 5 years was very tough time, because it looked like everyone was against me. I think the country has got honest doctors, and honest doctors have approved my quality. In fact, the biggest surprise came to me in this IPO is the retail subscription mine was 8 lakh applications, which means Aam Aadmi believes that this brand is trustworthy. So in fact, that was not expected. I was thinking that, institutions may invest on me, retail guys may not. I think I was very happy that I got a certificate from a quarters from where I least expected, and that too in such a mass numbers. I believe those things are all done. Today, thyroid means Thyrocare. So people have, literally speaking, I see some of the laboratory administrators telling the laboratory guy, do one thing, send thyroid to Thyrocare, remaining you can send it to anywhere. So to that extent, I have branded it. I think it was a struggle to make people to understand. I think today that question is not there, and once I have got oversubscribed 75 times, this question will be now not even arise.
Well, something else is derived from your name, which is your Twitter handle, which is very interesting, Velumania.
I put A afterwards. My name is A Velumani, so I put A afterwards. It sounds like Velumania.
CNBC TV 18 Weekender, powered by F6 FinServe, only on CNBC TV 18.